I wanted to record myself getting ready because I've been wanting to record this video for a while. I had already recorded it. I didn't like it, so I'm kind of glad the situation came up so I can do it again. And what we are recording today is me getting ready for a job interview. After this long of me being on YouTube, I'm finally getting a job. I have a job interview with a hospital, which is pretty insane. FYI, I became certified as a nursing assistant. Now it's time to job hunt. Oh, and the kind of video I wanted to record was a very like 5-product minimal makeup, you know? I thought this was good because on like job interviews, you don't want to cake on makeup unless you can really look natural with caked on makeup. Then you do that. Ew, where am I getting all these calluses from? It's not like I've done anything. The only reason I even have this hospital interview, the hospital that I'm applying to came to the school so that they can say that they have like an internship program and everything. So they're like, I was like, okay, I mean, I might as well do that because it's like one of the top hospitals like in Georgia / the US most likely. So I was like, you know what, if I can start there, then I really have a head start on the medical field career. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, do I sound excited? I'm not gonna use primer for my 5-product makeup tutorial. So I have found my favorite foundation I have ever worn besides the Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation. The Lancome, what's it called? Teint Idole Ultra Wear foundation, and it has SPF 15. I'm so surprised I like a foundation with SPF. You all know I have never ever really liked any foundation that has SPF. The It Cosmetics CC cream, oh my god, I can now wear a foundation with SPF and it is dish one. I wear the shade 415 and it fits me really well. I probably could go a shade darker just so that it wouldn't turn as gray, but honestly I'm so okay with this that I hope that the lights do it justice. I honestly start with one pump and then I go from there because I'm a one pump kind of girl now. And I'm gonna dip it in, and the place I put the most is obviously around my mouth area. This is like where I go like intense. And then I do a few swipes on my cheeks, and then whatever is excess, which is not much, I do a little bit on the nose. Like literally most of the coverage I want is on my chin and on my cheeks. I learned from Jackie Aina it's best to use like a clean brush, and this is the only one that's clean that I have. And I would use a sponge, but like I said, this is not that much coverage. Like, can you tell the difference? Not really. That's how kind of light coverage it is. So I'd rather not like try to reduce the amount of coverage it already has by using a sponge, and I think that it works great with the brush as well. I have a job interview, which is so insane, which actually guys, I already have a job lined up for me. This was like the first day I started applying for jobs. This is the job that I had applied for, and I think like 2 or 3 days later they called me like, oh, we want to set up an interview or whatever, and I'm just like, whoa. I think I expected everyone to reject me, so I was like, oh, now I have an excuse not to work, you know. So I do have that other job, which it's literally already set in stone, which I actually have. Today is Friday the 13th, and I already have an appointment to go meet that other job on Monday, to but to already start the hiring process, like sign our contract, take my ID photo and everything. And I was like, oh, I have a couple of things I need to do this week, so can we just push it to Monday? And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. So that's why I have a chance to go to this interview without, because before I was like, oh my gosh, what if this job accepts me and then I still have this interview? What if I get this job and then I accepted that job? It's like, oh my god, I was not in the greatest position, honestly. It was so awful. It was so stressful. I'm not gonna put concealer on because I feel like concealer really makes you look like you have makeup on, but I am gonna powder my under eyes because I do get creases. I don't know why I'm always like down here when it comes to doing makeup. And I'm gonna really stamp it in there. I'm not baking, but at the same time I am baking. I just want to make sure that the creases don't pop up while I'm at my interview, you know. So I have two options when it comes to blush. I think no matter what, you need to put blush on. If you don't like blush, then I guess don't put blush, just put bronzer on instead. That's your substitute. But I prefer blush over bronzer because I feel like blush gives you the youthful, natural, like, look to the skin, where bronzer is just adding like a tan to your face. So there's one option. You can get a blush that has already like it has like a sheen to it, so that way you don't need highlighter as well. One of the blushes that I really like is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush in the shade Fantastical. I really like this blush. Or I also like the ColourPop blush by Kathleen Lights. It's like the peachy one with the goldy shift to it. I really enjoy that one. Or you can put your highlight on first and then you go on top of that with your blush. Because I want to stick to the 5 minimum products, I'm gonna use my Enchanted blush, so that way, you know, nobody thinks I'm cheating. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH06. And the thing is that my interview isn't until 1:15, already 9:30. I knew I was gonna get ready fast. Okay, so the next product I am gonna use is brows. So one, I think if you already have bushy brows, your brows are beautiful, all you need is brow gel. Just brush them through, get them fluffy, make them look good, and that's it. But if you do need an extra little help, brow pencil is great, but use very minimal. Literally just, you know, fill in the places where you see you really need it. Don't fill in your entire eyebrow because you want it to look as natural as possible, which I am gonna fill in my brows because I need it. Oh gosh, guys, so my last video, can you tell I'm trying to be cool now? I just think my videos need a little spiciness to them because obviously I'm not spicy enough. I'm trying to be like the next Emma Chamberlain. It was very new to me to edit in that style because it's kind of like, is it too much? Is that too much? It's too much. Okay, I do think no matter what, you do need mascara because mascara makes your lashes, you know, be uplifted, make you look more awake and all that good stuff. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara in black. I typically use the L'Oreal Paradise in like black brown. Like I want them to look like my lashes, like as if there's nothing on them, like you can't see any product on them. And this Clinique one like does that really well. So I am gonna most likely blow dry my hair. And then once I have my hair done, I'll come back to show you what I did to it, which I'm just gonna probably add a few waves in it, you know. I'm pretty excited, but at the same time, I'm not expecting much because honestly, I'm a bit nervous about it because it requires a lot. Like considering the other job is like an assisted living facility, the hospital job is asking for a lot because, you know, first of all, it is a hospital. And I'm not actually, since it's barely 10:45 and I don't have to leave until like 12, I'm actually gonna leave my hair like this, let it cool down, let it set, and then I'm gonna run my fingers through it. I'm gonna run my fingers through it, pull it back, like, you know, pull it in, like, I don't know if I want to do like a half bun, a half pulled up and then half down or whatever, because my front pieces up here actually are the first pieces that like drop like straight. But I will be back to talk about it. So I'm just gonna start running my fingers through it a little bit. I'm gonna put the lip liner, the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, and this is in the shade 606 Wherever Walnut. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of the Fenty Gloss Bomb, just a little bit. I'm gonna go with my glasses on because I think it'll give me an edge, you know, like I look smart, I look sophisticated. Doesn't it like make you look smart? It like gives you another identity. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my clothes on so I can show you what I'm gonna wear. This is my fit with the glasses on and everything, guys. Like, see, I'm telling you, the glasses make it look more professional. I bought literally this blazer and these pants from Torrid. Way too expensive, if I'm being honest. This blazer is like, it's ridiculous. It's like very comfortable and everything, but I just wanted to go ahead and go to a place that I knew I was gonna find my size in. I didn't want to struggle at like TJ Maxx or anything, but I'm pretty sure if you're smaller than me, or if you just know how to shop at TJ Maxx and places like that, you'll easily find a place or find a blazer and pants from there. And these shoes are actually from Marshalls. I think they were like 30 bucks. They're by Madden Girl. See, my feet are like busting out of these things. So they're not that wide. They're not meant for wide feet. I don't think so. So this is what I gotta do with. Look at those cute faces. And then this shirt I got like maybe 2-ish years ago or something. I'm not really sure, but I know I got it from Target during the summertime or springtime. I'm not sure. This shirt does not stretch at all. This is the fit. I hope you like it. I think it looks pretty nice with this little pop of color and everything black and professional looking. The cute little face. Oh my gosh. Look at it go. She's just like, what's wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Why is she so cute? It is now 4 o'clock and I just took my dogs out and I wanted to show you how it's looking. I think it looks really pretty. I think I still look fresh. I am actually still waiting for them to tell me if I got the job or not. I just want to say that I don't think I did the best at the interview. I definitely could have answered their questions better. I definitely could have like made myself stand out more. If you are also having interviews, don't feel afraid. There is a job out there for you. Just feel good with the makeup you did. My hair is actually still holding up. I'm very surprised. Usually by now it's just like all deflated and everything. Like even if I get in this close, and it's like my skin looks radiant, it looks natural. Guys, I'm really liking it. Made the interview at the hospital for Friday, and then when I had figured that out and the other job wanted to be like, oh, let's go ahead and get this hiring process going or whatever, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want that situation to happen where I get hired and then I get the hospital job. What if this job accepts me and then I still have this interview? What if I get this job and then I accepted that job? It's like I was not in the greatest position, honestly. I didn't want that to happen. So I was like, you know what? Let me make the hiring process appointment for Monday. I did that. I was like, okay, you know what? I told everybody, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I figured it out. There's not gonna be any situation. Come interview time. Okay, I'm definitely not getting this. I was hopeful, but I didn't have my hopes up that high. They were like, okay, we'll give you a call later today to let you know what happened. So I was like, okay, I'm waiting for their call. My husband canceled his plans just in case I got rejected so that we can eat our sorrows away. And then if not, if I did, then we'd, still eat our happiness away. And then they never called. So I was like, okay, that means rejection. And then I was like, okay, maybe because my hiring appointment was at 9:20 in the morning. So I'm like, okay, let me call them like at 8 o'clock and ask them, okay, so what's going on? I wanted to hear back. I think when I was getting ready, I just completely forgot. I didn't do it. And so I go to the hiring place, fill out all the documents, I sign all the papers, I do everything, I meet everybody. Everyone was so freaking sweet. Everyone was so kind. Everyone was so welcoming. And then while I was filling out all those papers, the hospital calls me. I didn't answer because I thought, they were just calling with the rejection. And then later on, I see, because I had my watch on, and I was like, oh, I see I got an email. And I'm just like, oh, I guess they're emailing me with a rejection, And then I get out of that place like at 3 o'clock. They called me like at 1. I get out of there. I check my email. It said, someone wants to offer you a position. And I'm just like, and I just literally spiraled out of control. I was like, oh my gosh. The entire time I was thinking, do I want to go to this hospital? Do I want to go here? What do I do? I had no freaking idea what I wanted to do. How am I going to quit on these people after one day? How am I gonna do that? Just email them, tell them how sorry you are, tell them you appreciate the opportunity you gave. I'm just like, I type up my email, I'm like, and I'm sending it to everybody, be like, is this okay? Is this okay? Is this not good? My sister is a manager of a store, and I'm like, would you be okay with this kind of email? And I was like, oh my God, is this really happening? Is this really happening? So I sent them the email. I told them what happened. And my husband had to send the email because I could not get myself to press send. But I accepted the hospital job. I got the hospital job. I'm so excited. But oh my gosh, you have no idea how bad I feel. Like, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen, and it happened. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Bye from a quitter of a one-day job. Oh my gosh.